Hey guys, how's it going? Sebastian here. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to sell on Amazon in 2019. Now this training is going to be super powerful. It's going to actually be over the shoulder, so we're going to get into that in just a second. But before we get into the over the shoulder training on how to find products that are home runs and buying inventory for them, I'm going to put a link below for my private group. Please join that group. You'll be surrounded by an awesome tribe of like-minded Amazon sellers. And as always, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's go ahead and dig into the training. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the training. I'm super excited to share this with you. This is going to be more of a manual way to do product research. We're only going to be using one tool, and this tool is going to basically be an all-in-one. It's a Helium 10 tool. And other than that, though, I'm going to show you basically how to get a product framework that will allow you to audit your current ideas and give you some sort of a foundation to work off of that will allow you to, find a home run product, whether this is your first product or second or third, whatever that is. I'm going to show you a really neat way to connect all of these dots for you, okay? So that way you know ahead of time if you have a home run, all right? So right away, I'm going to be using this product just for the sake of time. How I came across this product was actually pretty funny. So yesterday, let me pull this in, French fry cut. So yesterday I was making hamburgers and I was cutting up potatoes to make, homemade French fries. And while I was cutting the potatoes, I was like, this would be so much easier if I had some sort of a French fry maker or cutter or whatever. And so just with that in mind, this happened yesterday. I just went to Amazon and typed this in. Okay, so now, disclaimer, this is for training purposes. I'm not saying this is a product you should buy, and I'm not saying this is a product I'm buying. I'm just showing you the framework in which I'm going by to determine if, a product has potential or not. All right, so with that out of the way, that's how I came across this product idea, okay? So French fry cutter, all right? So right away, I'm going to use the Helium 10 extension, and let's go ahead and do X-ray Amazon product research. And I will have an affiliate link for Helium 10. You'll get 50% off if you do want to use it, and I'll have a link below in the description for that, so you can check it out if you want, all right? So real quickly, this is just going to give you a scope, an overall scope of where this product stands, okay? So obviously it has a low score, and it's going to tell you, sales market dominated by a small group of sellers, mature or restricted market. So it's saying that, the people who are selling right now, they've been around for a while. So dethroning them, you'd have to have a really good product first. You'd have to have a superior product, okay? But what you're going to want to pay attention to is the average sales price. So if the average sales price is above, $30, that's basically going to be a thumbs up. Anything less than $30, you might have a hard time making some, real strong margins that'll support, second, third, or fourth product. So it's above $30, so that's okay. And you're able to see real quickly at a quick glance what the sales trends are. So generally, if you start to see across the board that these trends are going down, that can be a red flag, right? So while we have this up, let's go ahead and go to Google Trends. So Google Trends is free, and we're going to type in French fry cutter. Let's see what data Google has for us regarding this product. Okay. All right. So what you're looking at here, all you did was go to googletrends.com, got this report, and this is showing you the interest over time, the data Google is collecting for this keyword. So this is all the trend analysis, if you will. So you can see for the past year, here's search volume. It's at 85. You can even move this to go, let's say, I don't know, past 5 years. If you wanted to do past 5 years, let's go ahead and see this. Okay, so what you can see is that this has overall been popular consistently for the past 5 years, which is good. So let's go back to the past 12 months. And I might have a little bit of a baby cold, so excuse me. Power through. All right. So for the past 12 months, what you can clearly see is that this is starting to go up, right? So that's very interesting to notice. Could this be a potentially good product? That's for you to decide. I'm just trying to show you what to look at when you're looking at trends. So this to me looks pretty good. That this is going up in value. I mean, in search results, people, the interest is growing, right? So for the past year, it hasn't. For the past 6 months, it seems to have peaked up here at 90, and then it's going down a little bit for the winter, and it's starting to go back up. It could also be because of the seasons. Okay, maybe more people are going to be grilling and things like that. So that's something you're going to want to pay attention to. But this is how you're going to look at overall trend analysis data. If this is going down, you're starting to see it go down, 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 you obviously want to stay far, far away from that product. Okay, so with that being said, let's look at some of the major players for this product. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this one. See, the Amazon's Choice. It's ranked #1 for French fry cutter. And I mean, really, guys, what's interesting about this is you can tell this is a mature market. So if someone were to disrupt this, a huge opportunity that I'm seeing right away would be the main image. Okay, tell me, does this main image spark any sort of emotional appeal to you? Right? The answer is probably going to be no. I mean, it just looks like a piece of, hardware. It doesn't strike any sort of emotional appeal. So, an opportunity for you as an Amazon seller would be like, okay, I can already improve this main image. The main image, I think, would do nicely with what you could do is put a bowl of homemade French fries right next to this, and you can even do, it in the process of squeezing out French fries. So it's showing it in action, and you can even have a bowl of already fresh, delicious looking French fries made, all in the hero image, right? So you're striking an emotional appeal with people searching for this product. So you would already strike yourself as different because you've just changed up the image right away. Okay, so with that out of the way, what you're going to want to look at is their reviews. So by looking at Helium 10's tool, okay, this review downloader is awesome. I always put it to only verified purchases, and I want to see the 1 and 2 stars. So let's go ahead and hit extract. And the reason why you want to look at the reviews is because, what do you mean no reviews found? 1 second. I wonder if let's do this. All right, let's look at the reviews. We can just look at them manually too. But the reason why you're going to want to look at the reviews is because you want to see how you can improve what's already doing, fairly well on Amazon. And if you just go to Alibaba and see the exact same product and order, 500 units, whatever, and you expect to compete with the mature players, you're going to have a difficult time. So I'm showing you literally how to improve what's already on the marketplace. Coming to the market with a superior product, you'll position yourself to be in a much more competitive position. I'm not too sure why that's not working. It was working for me a second ago, so we can just do it manually right here. Let's look at the 2-star reviews, okay? And so what you're going to want to do, and again, you don't even have to do this work yourself. With the Helium 10 scraper tool, you can hire a VA, $6 an hour from Fiverr, and say, hey, look, make me a list of the top 5 or 10 things that customers are complaining about on this product. So that way you'll leverage the time of someone else to get you a list of ideas in which this product can be improved, right? So you don't have to do this yourself if you don't want. If you want to, if you want to go through product ideas and churn them out at volume, you can just pay someone $6 an hour just to find the top 10 common denominators in the negative reviews. So right away, you can see what people are saying. The metal arms bent while trying to use a potato that was slightly too big. Okay, So the arms being, not sturdy, and maybe the blade being too small. Tried this for the first time. Suction cup would not work. Felt like a cheap piece of plastic. Okay, the suction cup broke. Take a note of that. Product is fine if you are cutting baby Yukon golds. All right. So it's saying that what I'm already seeing here is that the blade is not strong enough, big enough. The handle seems to not be sturdy or thick enough. And so what I did here is I made a list. So while we were here with this Helium 10 tool, it's going to let it load up real quick. You also want to see what your profitability is going to be. Okay, so this entire process that I'm going over literally takes, I don't know, 5 minutes. It's just taking long because I'm trying to explain the entire process to you. But all I did was, in Google Notes, nothing fancy, I just typed in what the product idea was, French fry cutter. I just took some notes real quick on the reviews, handle not strong or sturdy, and potential, silicone handle potential, meaning you'll change out, instead of it being this cheap metal, maybe you can talk to the supplier and change out the handle. Actual blade not sharp enough. What type of blade do the manufacturers have? Again, these are going to be your upgrades right here. Has issues cutting through large potatoes. Get the dimensions of the potatoes that they're trying to cut, right? And compare that to what your manufacturer has. So when you're talking to manufacturers, you already know you want a larger sized blade to cut through the potatoes, all right? So you're already superior relative to your competition. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this tool here. And I'm just going to show you the profits, because it's very important when you're looking for products that you want to stay profitable. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, says something incredibly simple. He says, buy low, sell high. There's no magic involved into making money as a business owner and selling on Amazon. You just have to know how to source products inexpensively and sell them at a premium price, right? So profitability calculator right away, this is just at your fingertips, a couple clicks. This will give you a guesstimate, but it's pretty accurate, but it'll give you a ballpark guesstimate of what the manufacturing costs are going to be, the size and weights, and all the way at the end here, it's going to give you what your net margins are going to be per unit, okay? It's even including, FBA fees, referral fees, everything, freight costs. The only thing I would change here would probably be the price, right? Just put it $5 more than your competition, because again, you're not going to want to sell the exact same one. You're going to want to do your homework and get something superior, right? So just put $5 for now, increasing it $5 here in this calculator. And as you can see, it's telling you net is $18, and it's $18 net. So we'd have to get the product for $6, and my minimum return, my minimum net ROI is always going to be 3x. I mean, that's just bare minimum. So if you get it for $6, you need to make back $18 net profit, at least a 3x. And the reason why I like a 3x so much is because it protects you in the future. It allows you to invest into more products faster, and it allows you to pay for marketing expenses without having to, be razor thin on your net profit, because it's really hard to scale when your margins are razor thin. So you want to have at least a 3x on your net profit. So if you get it for 6, 3x of 6, 18, and the $18 already includes the money you put aside to order more inventory. So it's not including the product cost. Net 3x, $18, okay? So now that we know potential net profit here, we know what the target is when it comes to manufacturing costs. You need to get it for $6 and under. So on Alibaba, all I did was type in French fry cutter. I narrowed down the search with trade assurance and verified supplier. Okay, so you want people who are legit, essentially. And yeah, I mean, right away we can just open up a tab here. Let's look at this one, and you you can tell a lot about how a manufacturer's quality is based on the images they're using. So if it looks like they put care into their images, they're more than likely going to be a quality supplier. If it looks something like, you know, just basic, like what the heck is that? That's probably an industrial size thing. Actually, excuse me, I wanted to show you real quick. So you see an image like this? This is what I was talking about, okay? So imagine this product, how much more appealing this would be if your main image, see it still has a white background, looks something like this, right? That's appealing. You're sparking an emotional appeal and maybe someone's appetite. So that's going to be a lot more powerful than something basic like this. And if you were to sweeten the pot by adding, I don't know, a bowl of French fries already cooked, you have that there too, right? Because you're sparking emotional appeals in customers. So that's where you want to be. And real quick, you'll be able to see a lot of data with customers. So, I mean, with the suppliers. So they're telling you, okay, if you order more than 100, you'll get it for $6.50. Okay, it's not bad. That's basically where you want to stay because of the profit calculator we were looking at. And I'm not too sure why this main image isn't loading, but here's a good start, okay? What you're going to want to look at is how long the manufacturer has been in business. So 10 years is obviously good. Preferably you want at least 2 years, and you want some transactions being made, right? So this one's showing you 49 transactions, over $50,000 worth of transactions. So that's pretty decent. I usually want to do over 100,000, but maybe this product is not as popular as in the private label. So, this looks good. 4.9 out of 5 stars, 49 transactions. They've been in business for a long, long time. So this is pretty good. This is what you're going to want to look for. Now, if this said 1 year, $50, find another manufacturer. It's not worth the risk, essentially. So this one just doesn't look good at all. So some of the things you're going to want to ask the supplier is, before you get into this area right here, which is showing you the upgrades you would like to make for the product, before you get into that, you want to ask your supplier some very general questions, okay? Firstly being, hey, look, what is the minimum order quantity needed for customizations? Because remember, you're not going to tell them, you're not going to engineer a new blade, have them use different type of steel. You're not necessarily going to do that. You're just going to make, some basic adjustments, silicone handle, if they offer different blades, do they have a catalog, maybe make the actual chopper itself, do they have a bigger one? You're just making some basic adjustments. And usually, if it's nothing too crazy, they'll work with you with the low MOQ, okay? And so you also want to know what the standard lead time is, because you need to know how long it's going to take them to finish your product, because you're also going to have to factor in shipping and freight forwarding. And I'm going to get into that aspect of Amazon once you're ready to pull the trigger in another video, because that will take too long. I just wanted to show you, A to Z, how to start getting the ball rolling with some of your product ideas and how to audit them to make sure that they're winners. Okay, so you're going to want to know what the lead time is, because you're factoring all of this information in when you're looking to place your inventory order. Because if you place your inventory order and say it's selling well, you need to know ahead of time, okay, if it takes 30 days for them to finish it, I need to have at least 2 months worth of inventory in stock. That way, if I hit my cap on the first month, you have a protection month where you already have inventory ready to ship out to Amazon. And so by the time you order your you place your second order, you're already ordering another 2 months worth of inventory, so you never stock out. You're very conscious of the time needed. That way you don't stock out, because stocking out, it's pretty bad depending on how competitive your niche is. You're going to want to ask them, is custom packaging available? Okay, so I took notes that even though the review downloader wasn't working properly, I took notes that people said it came in a cheap poly bag. So here, I would probably put super simple, put product in box. this seller is sending them in poly bags or something like that. I don't know how they're doing that, but the customer thought they received a cheap product. And so something so simple, maybe a box will cost you an extra 50 cents to $1, but you can add an additional $10 just on visual appeal and perceived value, right? You just by putting your product in a box, you are increasing the perceived value of this product, so therefore you can charge a higher premium as opposed to it just being in a poly bag. So there's another upgrade you can make just from $1, just saying, hey, look, just put in a box, that's it. And if they do have a box, for example, you can pay someone on Fiverr, just get the box dimensions, the packaging dimensions, go to fiverr.com and be like, custom packaging design. You'll find hundreds of people there, pay them $50, give them the dimensions, tell them what the product is, and let them work their magic, okay? And then you'll send that data. Remember, it costs you $50 on Fiverr. Just send it to the manufacturer to print and do all that for you. And also, any certifications, real quickly, you're gonna want to know ahead of time. I don't know if this product, for example, something with the metal or the steel needed to, you need certain data, right? You need certain certifications. You're going to want to know ahead of time what certifications a product's going to need before you purchase inventory for that product. So you can email Amazon seller support and get an answer. Just say, look, here's my competitor. I'm thinking of, coming to the market with a very similar product. Does this product in particular require any certifications? And they'll get back to you right away, straight from the horse's mouth, what you're going to need. Okay? And that's basically it. You're also, when you're looking at funding your Amazon business, it's good to have at least $5,000 to deploy for inventory and for marketing costs on your very first product. Some people can argue with me and say you can do it with $1,000, $2,000, nothing too crazy. But look, I'm just going to be real with you guys. If you really do want to succeed as an Amazon seller, you're going to have to put some investment into it. And doing it with $500 to $1,000 maybe worked okay, 4 years ago. It's not going to cut. It's not going to cut it. Nowadays, you really have to take time in investing in making a great product, and have budget aside. About 20% of your product costs should be set aside for marketing. Okay, so if it's $5,000. You're going to want at least $1,500 for marketing. Okay, so and also you're going to want to order low inventory, right? So your first batch of inventory, get 100 units, 150 units, 200 units, because if you're buying thousands of units of a product that's untested, you're creating a huge amount of risk for yourself. So if you have a little bit more than $5,000, what you could do is, when you're selling on Amazon, launch 2 products at once. Maybe launch a third one, right? Altogether, split maybe $10,000 worth of one product cost, $20,000 worth of product cost into 3 products. So you're splitting the risk, and you're increasing your chances of succeeding. You have low inventory, and you're able to test quickly products that are going to work and not work. Okay, so that's what I'm recommending. Make sure when you're looking for products, a good rule of thumb to ask yourself would be, is this a recurring purchase? So maybe a potato slicer isn't a recurring purchase, but what you could do is look for other ideas. I'm just trying to show you what's going to work, and a good way to see what's going to work. So recurring doesn't necessarily mean that they have to buy the same product over and over. Maybe they can buy a related product. So part 2 of the product research hack, we just went over this very general way of doing this, is if you're looking for product ideas, check this out. Just go to the seller's profile. Check out their storefront, right? Instead of doing all the heavy lifting yourself, look at this. Seller has over 2,000 products. That's quite a few products. You can see, use this tool. Let's do this. Look at this, guys. So now, instead of having to do, looking at all of these different potential product ideas, you can piggyback off of your competitor's storefront and use the tool I just showed you, the Helium 10 tool, to look at the sales data, right? So you're seeing concrete numbers on what product is doing well that this other seller is obviously selling. So, this one, they're doing pretty good, $25,000 a month, but you can also see, look at all these other product ideas. And just from a seller's storefront, you can get hundreds of product ideas and then just go through the exact same workflow. Look at this. And what's pretty cool about this is, say this product is doing well. Look at this, is a complementary product in the same niche, right? Home and kitchen. And it's just at that $30 mark. So something simple like this, you probably wouldn't even think of a grilling basket. Best stainless steel square barbecue grilling basket, right? Something, it's arbitrary almost, but it's related to this product. And you can get the sales data right away with the tool I just showed you. You can see what product. So the cool thing about this is you're letting the data tell you what's doing well on Amazon. So you're not guessing anymore, because you can see, again, with this tool, what this sales are for all of their products, right? So this is extremely, extremely powerful, guys. I hope you're taking a ton of notes on this, and you can just rinse, repeat the process I just showed you. Google Trends, take some notes on what customers are not liking about this particular product. I promise you, there is always a customer, no matter how perfect the product is, that is going to hate on it, all right? So use that data to your disposal and talk to manufacturers and bring an upgraded product to the marketplace, right? And look, oops, I just closed that out. Again, you're letting the data guide you. Look at all of the sales data you have at your fingertips, okay? So use this data to your advantage. Look for niches when you're looking at product ideas. Look for products that potentially have adjacent marketplaces for you to tap into, right? So the basket will complement the French fry cutter, grilling hamburgers. You're grilling hamburgers, put some French fries. These are all complementary products, and so that was a real quick way to do all this. Right, looking at competitor storefronts. All right, so let's go back here real quick. And the last aspect of this, if you also want to, maybe that product wasn't a good idea, what you can also do is look at the frequently bought together. All right, so the frequently bought together section right here is also a very powerful resource for Amazon sellers to leverage, because you're, again, letting the data guide you. Customers are literally telling you right here what else they are buying alongside this product. So you can imagine if you were to do the French fry cutter and launch, whatever, maybe this product, I have no idea what this is, but maybe this is that basket, for example. You'll be able to launch two products that would be doing extremely well together, because you have the data here. And look at the top 3 competitors for French fry cutters and see what the common denominators are in the frequently bought together lists. Take notes, because when you're beginning to grow as an Amazon seller, if you can have all your products showing up under the frequently bought together, you're going to dominate your marketplace much faster, because you are not selling a ladder, garlic press, French fry cutter. You're selling products that customers can go to your storefront and buy, related products that they need, right? And so you're not letting any other seller piggyback on your listing, because you already are meeting all of the customers' demand, all the customers' needs in your frequently bought together. You like this? Well, guess what? We also sell this. And so you're more likely going to get the frequently bought together chain, especially if you launch them at the exact same time. So this is ultra powerful. Again, this is an out-of-the-box way to do Amazon product research. I'm going to do a few more other videos that's going to go into shipping. I do have an online course that I go into a lot of detail. So if you want, really crazy training apart from this, check out my online course. It's extremely powerful. And like I'm telling you, this is just a way for you to empower yourself And you can even write these steps down and pay someone, again, on Fiverr to say, look, here's the checklist, do this work manually, look for adjacent products. You can leverage someone else's time. Just follow the criteria I just showed you guys, okay? No need to reinvent the wheel. Look at the storefront, see what's already working, look at the real sales data, and look at the frequently bought together, okay? This is just such a super simple way to do Amazon product research and how to sell on Amazon. The days of selling random products, unrelated, no value added to the marketplace are long gone. If you want to succeed as an Amazon seller, you need to think in the back of your mind, value, value, value. If you can bring value, reverse engineer the negative reviews, you're going to do extremely well, everybody, okay? So that's it. I hope you guys love this training. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Again, do not forget to join my private Facebook group. I put a lot of free content out there. We're a very close-knit tribe, so there'll be a link below in the description so you can join the group. And yeah, you'll be associated with the tribe of Amazon sellers on the same journey as you, okay? So like this video, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next training. Take care.